Yo, what up, hey, how you doing, guys? My name is Sangiev. Today we're back with another episode of Monthly Favorites. I know, man, it's been such a long time since I last recorded a video. I didn't upload a video last week, so I am sorry, but I'll explain why there's been a delay. Monthly Favorites is where I get to showcase my recent pickups, some of the music that I've been vibing to, the movies that I've seen, the books that I've read. And this month, yes, I did purchase a lot of clothing, but basically there's too much for this one video, so I'm going to just focus on some accessories, some footwear for this month's Monthly Favorite, and then I'm going to do a pickup video later on to kind of showcase some of the clothing. I just want to take this moment to say a massive thank you to all of you guys that have joined Snupps and the group Sangiev Style. If you haven't yet, Snupps is an application where you get to showcase your collection, whatever you may be into, whether that might be sneakers, clothing, books, literally whatever. It's a platform for you to kind of share it. Now, me personally, I do use it for that feature, just to kind of showcase my wardrobe there. So if you have any questions with regards to sizing or what I have in my wardrobe or any of that jazz, you can head over there and it'll be all there. But the main reason why I use Snupps and why I kind of want you guys to, if you're into it that is, to be able to use it is because they've introduced a new feature called groups. My group is called Sangiev Style, and if you wish to kind of speak to like-minded people, or if you live in a place where you don't have access to many fashion friends, then you can kind of go there, jam, exchange opinions, talk to me, talk to whoever else might be in there. I hopefully want to build a place where we can kind of all chill, vibe, laugh, and stuff like that. So if you haven't yet, don't forget to download Snupps and follow me, Sangiev, S-A-N-G-I-E-V. Fashion favorites, as I said, we're going to be focusing on accessories. We've got 2 pairs of footwear, and then I wish to talk about some jewelry. So this beanie was purchased from Noah, £30, Dover Street Market. It's the one with the logo, but I flip it out so that it has more of a fisherman vibe to it. Colors are incredible, and it's such a soft beanie. Like, I'm constantly on the lookout for beanies, and I go to high street stores just because you don't need to splash out, well, for me, I don't need to splash out 150 quid on like a beanie from Rick Owens or Yoji, when I could just get a beanie for 30 quid from Noah, or I could even get a beanie even cheaper than that from Top Man. Having tested a few beanies across various price points, this one takes the thumbs up. Next up, we've got 2 pairs of shoes. Pair number 1 is a shoe that you would have seen in my waist to wear shearling jacket. It's this absolute beauty. Now let me just kind of talk about it by putting this down. There we go. This was actually purchased from James. These were from Fall Winter 16 last season. I believe they retailed for £650, if not slightly more, and he got them for £350. I always wanted a pair of Andy boots. Their combat boots are incredible. Now for me, the reason why I didn't cop this at first, I've got those guys, and I was like, why do you really need 2 pairs of combat boots, especially black leather combat boots? You don't really need 2 pairs. But at the price that I was able to get this for, I was like, no brainer, definitely. All leather upper, you've got 5 eyelets, and then you've got 3 of these hiking boots detail, which she has across all, if not most of her footwear. An interesting detail with the shoe is obviously the treaded rubber single piece sole, super comfortable. And then last but certainly not the least, the most daring of it all are the laces. Many of you guys, when I wore it, you were just like, yo, Sanj, black boots with red laces, really? And I know the significance of it. So to those that don't, back in the day, a lot of white supremacist, the white supremacist, is it supremacist? What the fuck? How do I not know the word? It is supremacist. White supremacist groups, supremacist. These white people that thought they were the best wore black combat boots with either white laces or red laces. Now, as far as my understanding goes, white laces were the sort of standard, and then red laces meant you had done something horrible to someone. They like either killed someone or beat the fuck out of someone. And this was a very popular, no, this wasn't a very popular thing to do, but it was very prominent back in the 70s and the 80s. So I don't know if the message still sticks around. I'm sure some people in some corner of the world still have that mentality, but in London, for the time being, no one's ever stopped me on the street and gone, yo, what the fuck are you wearing? Why have you got red laces on? They do come with black laces as well, so if you don't want to provoke anyone, go with the black. They look super clean. Footwear number 2, once again from James, we've got these Marnie trainers. Boom, here's the 2 of them, so I can just show you. I'm only going to talk about one. Black trainer, black satin, black suede, white sole, and that is pretty much all there is to this shoe. It's super simple. I wanted a pair of trainers to kind of just wear and chuck around and just go about my day. They're from Marni. They are very simple, and yeah man, I literally just wear them. Slim trousers, okay. Skinny jeans, not the vibe for me. Boxy cropped trousers, massive thumbs up, because you can go for that really Japanese vibe with them. They don't scream at you, and yet they look really cool and really nice. Like, I really love the sole detail on them. So yeah man. The last thing I wanted to touch were the jewelry, which a lot of you guys have pointed out. So let's start with the earrings. These are from a brand called Maria Black. Yes, they were sent to me. They're a Swedish brand that makes some really amazing jewelry. Yes, this earring looks like a paper clip, but it looks cool as fuck to me. And this one is this sort of half crescent earring detail. I have worn it with my original earring, like a loop earring that I had, and it kind of gives off this really nice detail. They also sent me this cuff, really simple. I just kind of pair it up with my watch, and it's just such a neat little thing. Moving on to chain. New chain from Great Frog, and as you can tell,
it's a knife. We've
got a chain with a dagger pendant. I believe the dagger pendant was £135, and the chain with the Great Frog, they come in 3 variants. Width, really thin, which is kind of somewhat like this guy. This is the second option, and then you've got a slightly thicker one. With this dagger, I felt like the second option basically worked the best. I did shorten it. It's 55 centimeters in length. The dagger is probably 3, maybe 4 centimeters, and it sits just like that. I think it's a great length for what I've got going on here. And then last but certainly not the least, as if it wasn't enough on my hand already, we've got this new edition, which I actually just got yesterday. I'm super gassed about it. I went to my friend's house to help her move out. She basically called me over to sort her wardrobe out and tell her what to keep and what to throw away. Came across these bracelets from Hermes. Her brother works there. He gives her loads of shit. She doesn't even wear them. Like, she didn't even know half of the stuff that she owned. She was like, oh shit, I didn't know I still had that. No. And then she was like, oh, you can have it if you want it. So I was like, bless, bruv, yes, you dumb. Look how sick it is. Sterling silver. It is a size small, so it is obviously meant for a women's wrist. Such a sick edition, man. I'm super gassed about it. I think it's called the Chaîne d'Ancre, or the anchor chain. I think it retails for something ridiculous, like £800 or 900 euros, something like that. So a massive shout out to you. You know who you are. She gave me 3 bracelets. They're all over there that I need to go pick them up. So I was like, yeah boy. Moving on from that, we've got music favorites. Now, you know the drill. It's 10 songs. Some of them might be old, some of them might be new, but this is what I've been vibing to this month.
I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star.
Yeah, Beanie chain, rest in peace to my superior. Hermes link a feed a village and like.
Now I hop out the 4x4, man, jump out 1 by 1.
The king goes
You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Look, mommy, I got the X, getting the ticket.
Fresh like Impala, chrome hydraulics, 808 drums.
Look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up.
But you never be alone. I'll be with you from dusk till dawn. You be my royal highness, queenie with a.
Ain't got rhythm, but you got a man. I don't see you with him. Put your phone down, let's get it.
Coming up to movie favorites, I've seen a few movies this month, and there was one in particular that struck out to me, and it was just an incredible movie. It is Detroit, which released a couple of weeks back. It's a story about racism. It is a true story that was based in the riots that took place in Detroit in 1967. I believe that was the time. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't watch the trailer before going to it. I didn't know anything about it. James was like, cool, let's go see Detroit. Okay, he knew that John Boyega, is it Boyega? Basically John from Star Wars went there, did not expect anything because I didn't watch the trailer, as I just said, and man, such an incredible movie. It will make you feel so many emotions. I mean, I was fuming, and obviously if a movie is able to bring out such emotions out of you, any emotions, whether that might be anger, whether it might be happiness, sadness, but bring it to the point where you literally can't. I was getting so angry, I wanted to throw something at the screen. That's how enthralled I was in the movie. It was such a beautiful masterpiece. The acting in it was incredible. I mean, don't get me wrong, although John Boyega was used to sell the movie, he doesn't have like such a massive massive parts. Okay, I'll pop up the guy's name on the screen so you know who I'm referring to, but man, his acting was incredible. Such a dope actor, and I'm looking forward to seeing him in a lot more movies because man, that role, incredible. Like, he made me want to kill him. It was such a good movie. And what's crazy about this movie, yes, it happened in 1960s and it's 2017 right now, almost 40 years late, 50 years later, and the problems are still here. This event could have easily happened a couple of weeks ago and I wouldn't have been surprised if I read it in the news, but it's disgusting. Go see it. It's incredible.
When you're black, it's almost like having a gun pointed at your face. It's like this. Hey, boy, what you doing on my street?
Get that gun off me.
Or what? Hit the dog. You shoot it. Oh, man. It's just a start. It just starts races.
I didn't read any books, man. This month, and this is where I'm getting to, this month has been absolutely hectic. I am moving away from here. So this is actually my last video filmed in this location. From the next video onwards, it will be in my new pad. So yeah, man, new environment, it's gonna be sick. And that was why this past few weeks, I haven't been on the ball with uploading, with anything basically. Everything's kind of slacked a little. The setup might be different. So just stick around and I hope that we'll make something sick and we can all grow together. Like, you're gonna see me go from this to wherever's next, and then from there to wherever's next. But that is that, man, from me. Thank you ever so much for all your continuous support, for all the love that you guys show me. If you haven't yet, don't forget to click subscribe down below if you wish to see me upload videos twice a week, or at least that's what I say. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. If you wish to follow me on my social media, Snupps, Twitter, Instagram, it's all in this corner right here. Sangiev, Sangiev. Have a beautiful day. Take care. Peace.